Why paint in the age of AI when a machine can create dozens of images in the time it takes for me to mix one color? Well, that's a good question, but I've got a good answer. The Buddha taught that suffering begins with the illusion of separation. The deepest human need is that of connection, to hear and be heard, to see and be seen, to feel and be felt. AI cannot long for connection because it has no consciousness. It cannot feel. And our longing, our vulnerability, isn't a weakness. In fact, it is our strength. And it is the source of nearly every great thing that humanity has created. Neuroscience begins to understand why all of this matters and how it comes together. You see, the hand and the brain evolve simultaneously, not independently. So when we draw or when we paint, we're engaging networks in our brains involved in perception, spatial reasoning, critical thinking, memory, and it also activates our mirror neurons, which are responsible for creating empathetic connections with other people. And all of this is happening while we're making art simultaneously. The act of thinking through our bodies changes us physiologically. So when I stand in front of a canvas, I'm not just making an image, I'm training my capacity for deep attention, for focus. I'm existing in the now. And that kind of embodied reality is something that our culture of compulsive distraction is systematically destroying by intention. The Enlightenment philosophers understood that reason and perception are one and the same. Through the act of perceiving, we are engaging our faculties of reasoning. And this is why, in some ways, in many ways, drawing and painting and writing are very similar, because through distilling something into a visual language or a verbal language, we are engaging a sense of logic and we are developing our thought process. And so in this way, painting is an act of resistance. It is evidence that a unique human consciousness reached out across the boundaries of time and space, yearning to connect. AI, it can synthesize what already exists, but it cannot create meaning. It cannot hope for a better future, and it cannot create that future according to human values, because it does not have human experience and it does not understand and engage with reality. But we can. And that's why I paint, not despite the machines, but because it connects me with the life that I'm living. And it carries my humanity, my love, my sorrow, my hope into the unknown future.